Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have another Monday quarterback video for you. I'm going to play this video, pause intermittently here and there to talk about things that are going on, to better explain what's going on, and talk about things that I think that are being done right and or done wrong. Without further ado, here we go.
Hello, my name is Captain Kelly Wynn.
Alright, we'll skip through this intro.
Which so is to see defend against, especially for young children and sensitive viewers. Topanga Division officers were in the area of Deering Avenue and Hart Street when they observed a named attempt murder suspect driving a stolen vehicle. The suspect attempted to flee, and the officers initiated a vehicle pursuit. That suspect was identified as Felix Perez. During the short pursuit, Perez lost control of the stolen vehicle he was driving and collided with a residential block wall, nearly striking a pedestrian on the sidewalk. Perez emerged from the vehicle and attempted to run away from the pursuing officers. As the officers attempted to take Perez into custody, Perez resisted, resulting in a use of force. Perez was eventually taken into custody and was arrested for attempted murder. During the use of force and while being taken into custody, an officer contacted Perez's neck area. As a result, a categorical use of force investigation was initiated. Here is the corresponding radio broadcast.
21 out of 97, Chill was in pursuit of a murder suspect, license plate. We are going to be on passing Independence on Gulf. Show was posted, TC not involved.
Portion of this incident was captured on the responding officer's digital in-car video. Most marked vehicles assigned to patrol have a camera mounted inside, which activates when the emergency lights are turned on. The camera can also be manually activated. These digital in-car cameras have a buffer of video without audio. Upon activation, the camera goes back 1 minute and starts recording.
Looks like 1990s. Like, the video quality just sucks. The only way you can tell it's not the 1990s is by looking at the vehicles in the video. Other than that, this looks straight up like 1990s footage.
Now, grab his hand. 21 out of 97. Tell us code 4. No code 4. Get the fucking back up. Ah! Let's go, my fucking head. Ah! Yeah, all right. 97 right in the back. Ah! Ah! Okay. Ah! Ah! Yeah. Okay. Now, give me the hand. Oh, turn your fucking back. Independence. Ah! Ah! Hey! Come on. Ah! Hey! Ah! 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 Now, okay. You get a fucking other one. I'm knocking your teeth out. Stop fucking moving. Ah!
A portion of this incident was also captured on the officer's body-worn video. Body-worn video cameras capture exhibits viewers both audio and out audio from the occur suddenly, where an officer doesn't immediately activate the camera. Here is the body-worn video from the officers involved in this incident.
TC, was posted. TC not fault. Hey, stay in the car! Stay in the fucking car! Now! Hands! Hands! Hands!
So this was the guy who was just out on his little walk and could have nearly been killed by this guy. And it's crazy to think, like, this dude, during his walk, could have paused to bend over and pet a dog for a few seconds. Or he could have paused at someone's driveway and let them out. And that could have, caused him to be right, in here in this exact moment when this car crashed. And had he not done those things, that could have put him right in the position to be right in here and be hit by this vehicle. So obviously, I don't know for sure, what this dude was doing on his walk, but those are possibilities. And it's not like those things always come to my mind all the time, but there are times where I think about little stuff like that at random. Like sometimes, going through a red light, or I'm sorry, not a red light, going through a traffic light, and it's starting to turn, or it's turned yellow and about to turn red, and I'll hit that accelerator and I'll get through that intersection and clear it, and then it turns red, and then I'll have like a brief second of thinking and be like, should I have just went ahead and stopped at that red light? Could that be if I had stopped at that red light, could that be the thing that saves me later on? Am I now trying to catch up to my death? Did I, by passing this intersection and getting through it really quick, is that now getting me further down the road where the timing is just going to be just right for, boom, a collision to occur? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird and I only think of that shit, but that is something to think about in life, though, is the timing of things. Just, hell, this dude could have been over and tied his fucking shoe, and that could have been the few extra seconds that caused him to be alive in this incident. And had he not had a shoe come untied and it took him a few extra seconds to tie it, that could have caused him to die in this scenario here. So a lot of butterfly effect thoughts I'll have from time to time. Like I said, it's not like I think about it all the time. It's just, sometimes your mind wanders and you think, man, I wonder if I would have been, a few seconds late, or you come up on a car accident or something like that and you think about that kind of stuff. Or sometimes, other things happen, and for me, it'll click in my head like, man, if I was several seconds, ahead, that could have been me, or, oh, that could have, potentially happened to me, or something like that. So, anyway, random ramble.
Get in the car! Get in the car! Get in the car! Hey, what the fuck?
I gotta see that again.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Alright, so dude obviously is not good at running. Knock the fuck out of him. See it again.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
I love it.
Get in the car! The car! In the car! Hey, what the fuck?
That's great.
Turn around. No. I have PTSD. Turn around. Put out. Turn around. Turn around! Now, grab his hand.
21 Adam 97. Show us code 4.
All right. Code 4! Get up, fucking back up! Ah!
All right, so this officer has another officer with him, but based off what I can see, this officer's alone. Like, he really is. Here she is calling out that they're okay when obviously they're not okay. So I would say if this officer had been paired up with another officer of his same size and capabilities, he probably would not had to have resorted to this level of force. But because the person he is paired with is virtually incapable of exerting the amount of physical force needing to be used, he's having to use this kind of force.
Let go of my fucking hand. Ah, fucking hand now. All right.
97 requesting a backup.
Let's back this up.
Hand now. What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck? Turn around.
No. I have PTSD.
Turn around. Put out.
I have PTSD. Wow. Okay. So I talked about this in another video. People throwing shit out there thinking it's going to be like some like trigger word or like a code word or something that's going to cause the people to change what they're doing. And unfortunately, that means that he has done this at some point before and got what he wanted. He claimed some kind of mental health issues, and there was a different approach taken, or the approach was drastically changed after he blurted out some type of mental health problem. You typically will see this with people in jails, and the typical thing in a jail for people to do is to cry wolf and say they have they're having suicidal thoughts, when in reality they're not. They just think if they say they're suicidal, better things are going to happen to them. Sometimes people think if they say they're suicidal, they're just going to get released from jail or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why they would think that. Or people will claim to have like heart problems or something. They'll say they think they're having a heart attack, thinking that will get them to go to the hospital instead of going to jail. The sudden onset of medical problems are what we call incarceritis. So people will say stuff and fake things thinking it's going to get them out of going to jail or get them out of having something done to them. And so this guy's saying, oh, I got PTSD, thinking that that's going to somehow change how this officer approaches things, and he's going to take a softer approach and not handcuff him, giving him the opportunity to manipulate that and try and get away. All he's doing is trying to get away, so he's saying whatever he can to get this officer to tone it down a bit so that he can manipulate and exploit that and get an advantage.
Turn around. Turn around. Now, grab his hand.
21 item.
I have no problem with this whatsoever. No problem. People seem to have some problem with choking or constricting the carotids. I have no problem with it whatsoever. I haven't necessarily choked anybody out like this before, but I have choked people out, getting them in a headlock, and it's an effective technique. It really is. You get them in a good headlock and you squeeze good, they're out of it within 10 seconds. And it's safer for them, too. A good vascular restraint can be safe for the person. You don't have to punch them, you don't have to kick them, you ain't got to wrestle around with them and break an arm trying to get it behind their back, you ain't got to shoot them with a taser or nothing. Just come up behind them, shoot, headlock, go to sleep. Now, obviously, he couldn't get a good headlock on this guy. This would be the only way to be able to constrict the carotids, but it's an effective technique.
'97. Show us code 4.
All right. Code 4. Get a fucking backup.
So obviously, she must be new, and if she's not new, then she's just incompetent.
Now, Now, grab his hand.
21 Adam 97. Show us code 4.
All right. No code 4. Get up, fucking back up.
So she was not able to control this limb. He reaches over and grabs the officer's arm.
Ah! Let go of my fucking hand. Ah! My fucking hand now. All right.
97 requesting a back
around.
up.
Oh! Okay. Ah! Ah! Okay. Now give me the other hand. Put it on your fucking back. Independence. Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh, come up. Ah! Come on. Hey! Ah! Oh! Stop! Now! Okay! You're getting a fucking another one. I'm gonna knock your freaking teeth out. Stop fucking moving! My eye.
I like this guy.
Now! Okay! You're getting... Stop! Now! Okay! You're getting a fucking another one. I'm gonna knock your freaking teeth out. Stop fucking moving! My eye. Now! Stop! Now! Okay! You're getting a fucking another one. I'm gonna knock your freaking teeth out. Stop fucking moving! My eye.
Yeah, I have no problem with that whatsoever. This dude is a murder suspect. He has fucking killed someone. And he is fighting. He could have weapons on him. I have no problem with the level of force that male officer had to use. The guy's, not only is the guy resisting arrest, but he's paired off with a female officer. Yeah, that sounds sexist. But you know what? The truth of the matter is, she is physically not the same as him. Obviously, you can see that she could not control that one arm. And he got it loose and got it on the officer. There's a reason why in sports there's men's divisions and women's division. Even right now in 2022 of the woke agenda, the transgender people born as males trying to join into the female sports, even that has been said it's a no-go. The people born as men cannot compete in the women's division. So if it's like that in the sports arena, where they recognize there is a distinct physical difference between male and female in their performance, then there's nothing wrong with me pointing it out here in this profession. There is a distinct difference in what this woman is physically capable of doing and what the male officer is capable of doing. So that's why I said earlier, this male officer is almost practically by himself. So no problem with the force that he used.
Hey, put your hands up!
So this right here, the freaking radios and how they use them here in LAPD and New York as well, because New York does the same bullcrap. Portable radios in public service have to have remote microphones on them. The shoulder mics, lapel mics, whatever. Little cord that attaches to the side of the radio and has a little microphone on it. Those are a necessity in this line of work. They are a life-saving piece of equipment. It is asinine to me that in this day and age, officers are still using a portable radio without a remote mic on it. It's crazy.
Hey, what the fuck? Truck. Yeah. No. I have PTSD me. Yeah. Turn it around. Put it out. Turn around. Turn around! Now, grab his hand.
21 Adam 97. Show us code 4.
No code 4! Get the fucking back up! Ah! Let go of my fucking hand. Ah, fucking here now.
21 Adam 97 requesting a backup.
Okay. Okay. Now give me your other hand. Put on your fucking back. Independence. Hey. Look him up. Come on. Stop! Now! Okay! If you hear that fucking other one, I'm knocking freaking teeth out! Stop fucking moving!
I like this guy. That's how police need to be. That's how I want my police to be. I don't want a bunch of soft-ass cops. Not at all. This is what I want. I feel protected when I see officers do this. Why? Because I know they're fucking putting the criminals in their place. When I see officers taking a soft approach and not doing anything with the criminals, or just refusing to press the issues on things and just letting them go instead of getting in their ass, I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't feel safe with that, because then that leads to crime becoming rampant. There needs to be more cops like this guy. Needs to be way more like this guy. And there's some people who are going to look at this and think, oh, that's excessive. That's excessive force. He hit him when he was laying on the ground. These are the same kind of people who would shoot an AR-15 rifle and say that it was a traumatic experience for them. Like, these are a bunch of soft-ass, couch potato kind of people. A bunch of soy boys who would say shit like that. Oh, it's excessive force. No, it's not. It's the right amount of force. It's the proper amount of force. It's the reasonable amount of force when dealing with a murder suspect who is actively resisting arrest.
And that fucking other one, I'm knocking freaking teeth out! Stop fucking moving!
A portion of this incident was captured by surveillance video from a nearby residence.
Whew. Man, that guy is so lucky.
Surveillance video from a nearby residence.
And he appears to be messing with his phone too. Like, what if he was stopped right here? God, that guy is lucky.
Residence.
God. Like I said earlier, like, he could have done something on his walk that would have delayed him by just a couple of seconds. And that couple of seconds could have had him right here in the X.
Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics transported Perez to a local hospital where he was treated for minor injuries sustained during the traffic collision and medically cleared for booking into a LAPD jail facility. LAPD's Force Investigation Division assumed investigative responsibility for this incident. Perez had been involved in the following crimes prior to being contacted by Topanga officers.
So these were things that he was involved in prior to them arresting him. So, multiple days in a row. Assault with a deadly weapon, carjacking, criminal threats, robbery, attempted murder.
On May 21st, 2022. May 14th, 2022, assault with a deadly weapon, which was a firearm. May 15th, 2022, carjacking. May 18th, 2022, criminal threats. May 19th, 2022, robbery. May 19th, 2022, attempted murder. On May 24th, 2022, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office filed the following charges against Perez: 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon with a firearm, 1 count of felony carjacking, 1 count of robbery, 1 count of attempted murder, and 1 count of felony evading. Felix Perez is a 25-year-old resident of Los Angeles. In the next several months, the LAPD will continue to investigate and analyze this incident. We will Felix 1 count of attempted murder and 1 count of felony evading.
So this happened.
Felix Perez is
or the charges happened May 24. It's June. I just hit midnight, so it's June 27th now, and I would not be surprised to find out that this guy might be out of jail. That's the way the wacky courts work, man. There's no rhyme or reason, it seems like, with some of the crazy shit they do. They fucking let people out when they shouldn't be letting them out, give them low bonds, amending their charges down, etc. And you know, him assaulting another person with a firearm, and all that stuff, like he's had to have had run-ins with the law before, and have run-ins to the extent where he should have some felonies already. And if that's the case, then I'm surprised that, you know, he wasn't also given a possession of firearm by a convicted felon, or whatever the California statute for that would be. I mean, it's very rare that someone does this amount of stuff and it's their first time being involved in anything. Not much else to say on this video. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more Monday quarterback videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.